Welcome to my stage 1 prediction video. I'm back. The last one for the Budapest Major did pretty good, I think. So let's give it another shot. Now we've got some upper echelon teams and some lower ranked teams. We will start out with the 0-3 teams. And I think my pick for 0-3, oof, it is tough. I'm gonna say Red Canids because I think they've not done a lot that I can think of. I think they did a few like lower tier lands to get this high. Fluxo I think is better. They're better than they were in Austin. I'm gonna say M80 is a 3-0. I think I'm gonna skip around a little bit. Paravision, I'm gonna have them advance. I think they're gonna get to stage 2. I think James is a good caller. They've had some decent results this season. Imperial, I don't think will advance. Legacy, I'm afraid to put so many teams through. It's everything's best of one still. I'll put Legacy. M80 and Legacy will advance. I'm gonna put Phase as a 2-1. I mean a 3-1. I think they're gonna. I wouldn't be surprised if they do lose a game. Forget who their opener is. Lin Vision. Lin Vision. You know what, let's do. I think the Huns won't go 0-3. They've got people who've been to majors and they've played at like bigger events, so they've got some kind of a pedigree. I'm gonna put Ninjas in. I know they've been a little bit rusty, but they've played okay. They play Energy first, and I'd say that's a toss-up because Energy has beaten them, I believe, once already at Fragadelphia, Knoxville, which is where I was. Shout out me. I think Gamer Legion will advance. Oof, this really is tough. You know what? Yeah, we'll put Rare or Adam. The Huns, because like I said, they've got talent. Or Adam, you know, no one's really seen them that much. And I got to pick two more. I think Fnatic. You know what? FlyQuest, and then NRG. Let's look at this. So I've got M80 advancing, Legacy. These are my 3-0s. That makes sense. It is tricky though because Energy did beat M80 in a best of 5 series. They get off to a slow start. This is tough. Do I want to change anything? No, because I don't trust FaZe Clan. I don't trust, the crop of teams is much better than last year. And it is probably mostly in part to the VRS. We didn't have that RMQ, whatever the heck it was called. So I think I'm going to lock these in. These are the picks. Now, like last time, I did open some capsules. I did put a little bit of money on the account. So I'm going to figure out how much I can buy from all these, and then I'll see you guys in just a little bit. All right. Oh, here we go. I've got about 5 of each. So that's about a decent amount. I don't even know if these are all going to show up. I don't think they are. Maybe they are. I don't know. There's a few here. So let's just start with these right here. These are the legend stickers. If I get any... Ooh, okay. This is the new one. This is the embroidered. So these might be worth a little bit. It really depends. They're almost like papers. And I don't think you'll be able to tell. So I think they'll be more collectible than what you put on a gun, I would think. Lots of pinks. I'd say the design is okay. It reminds me of Austin. They're almost like pseudo clones of the Austin stickers, I'd say. Let's see. It's Paper Town. Paper. Yeah, so far, nothing jumps out. Let's look at the golds. I think they look nice. The hollows. Classic Furia. And they kind of remind me of the Copenhagen ones. The hollow effect. This one I like, though. I like that one. I wasn't a fan of some of the Copenhagen hollows. I didn't like some of the effects on them. Which we get a paint embroider. I'd have to look at that later. So this is the last of the legends. And focus. Now we go on to the autographs. We would like Zyru. That would be nice. Vision pad embroidered. Nice little cute face. Nothing wrong with that. Let's get a look. And ooh, we get a Nico. That's not bad. Nico embroidered. I'd say it is a good change of pace from the foils, and they are taking a risk on a different design. It's always appreciated. The Flame Z. Nice. I've got one more after this. Davideus next to a purple. I believe the Kiyosuke one will be worth a lot. So if I can get like a Kiyosuke. Oof, there's the first bait, a gold Yekender next to the paper fawn. That is the first true bait of the video. These are now the stage 2 teams. Ooh, the Passion UA logo does look nice. I think I've noticed the background changes with each team. And, no. Maybe, yes it does. So right here, as you can see with the Aurora, the Navi. So this makes the papers a bit more, differentiates themselves. That the backgrounds of the papers are different colors depending on the team logo. Oof. Got 2 Passion UAs back to back. Could be a future craft. Let's see. What do we got? The CS Major logo, which isn't too bad. I don't mind it. Next one. Ooh, this will be worth a lot. Team Liquid hollows always go for a good amount. So that is our first hollow of the video. Let's see, can I get back to back? No. Get the Aurora Budapest. It is now time for the signatures of stage 2. And I get a Hellzerk. Nice. We love the Hellzerk. What do we get? Oof, the Loxy goes by. It would have been nice. So we get 2 back-to-back complexity guys. I believe I should be getting a hollow soon at that rate. And no. That is nice though. The Lucky, the Dice, Little Devil. Very creative. We're coming up the end. I just saw the gold. Yabby. Brustralis. That looks no bueno. I don't know if I like that. Come on, baby. Oof, Nyx. Gold goes by. Shui. Makazin. Which, that is not his last name. But that's okay. Now we go on to these. These stickers will be probably worth the most just because it's twice as hard to get them because there's so many. Iceland Vision. So I'd say if you were to invest in this capsule, because like I said, it is twice as hard to get the logos and twice as hard to get a player signature. And unless people buy a bunch of these and they open them or they just, hold on to them, like it's going to be difficult to get like a Kerrigan or a Frozen or some of the NIP players. There's a page right there. So I think if you ever like, what should I invest in? This is the capsule. This is a capsule you could spend when the sale goes on. Spend like $20. Get like 80 or something. I think within like a year or two, your investment will pay off. Cello. We've got 4 left. Let's figure this out. Come on, let's get a gold. Oh, double bait. I can't believe I got baited. This is not as successful as the first one was that I did with the prediction. Oof. But hey, that's how the cookie crumbles. I got the lotto. I got 2 left. Let's see what I can get. Oof, I got the PR. Nice. Right. Let's do a console case. Let's move this over to here. Here you go. Right. For the console. What do we get? Blue. Alex 666. So that's it. We got the one holo, which will probably be worth like maybe $5, maybe 10. I spent about maybe 5 times 6 is 30, about $30 on this, and another, on the team pass. But one more time, I'm gonna pick M80, Legacy to go 3-0. They're I'd say the two strongest teams. And then I'm gonna say Paravision, just because I trust in James and his leadership and his calling. FaZe, because it's FaZe, they have a lot of great players. NIP, they've had a up and down, I'd say mostly down season, but their NIP Wrinkle's very good. They've still got great players. X Kaspersky is a very good player. Snappy is a proven in-game leader and leader in general. Game Religion, I trust in Ash, and he's got a great game plan for his guys. FlyQuest, they've looked better, I'd say, this season than last season. And I think they've got GKS. He's very good. Regali's very good. They've got lots of good players, and an NRG, because hey, we love NA, and I think they've they're doing better. Their pro league was not very good, but at other events where they've played teams of similar level, they've done pretty good. And then just Huns, I think they'll probably finish. This is just a bonus. They'll finish like 2 and 3, or like they'll be close. Fluxo, I don't know. It's up in the air if Art can get these guys into position. Lin Vision, uh, they're okay. I won't say too much. They're a dark horse to make it. If I had to pick another team to get through, picking any Asian teams. Don't hate me, Asia. Nothing personal, but I think Lin Vision. If I took energy out, I put him in. If I took Gamer Legion, I put him in. But I think it's just it's very difficult. A lot of good teams here than compared to Austin. Imperial, maybe a chance for 0-3, but they've got players that have played at tier 1, so I just don't think they're going to advance. Fnatic, I think they're a little bit of a mess. I wouldn't trust Crims to do really anything big here. And then Bait, also dark horse. If I had to pick Lin Vision and Bait as two substitutes, that my two substitutes would be. So keep that in mind. But for the moment, oh yes, Red Canids 0-3, Rare Atom 0-3. So that's it. Hopefully this video has been a fun little watch for you. It hasn't been too long. Thank you for watching. Please like and share the video. I really do appreciate it. Until then, have a good rest of the day, and I'll see you for stage 2.